All right. This is my presentation for COM240. That's our family culture assignment. I'm Aaron Sizek. Um, if you're wondering, I have my phone at the bottom here and my computer up here. So that's I'm gonna kind of like be looking back and forth. And my eyes don't always naturally go to the camera down here. So do forgive me. I'm gonna try and keep as much eye contact as I can. And without further ado, let's get into it. I've had to re-record this a few times because they're cooking in my house and the fire alarms keep going off. So if they do end up going off near the end, I might just see how loud it is. And if it's not so bad, you might hear it. So I do apologize for that in advance if it happens. If not, let's get into it. Um, Defined roles. My role in the we all have roles in our family. And I am no exception. I'm the high place handler. I'm the tallest one in my family, always reaching for stuff, always, like just the one that they call to get stuff that's, high up or just, needs some extra height for. I'm also the Wi-Fi wrangler. I'm out wrangling the Wi-Fi. I'm the one who bought and set up everything regarding the internet in the house. So I know a lot about that. So that's kind of my job. Is everyone comes to me with the computer or the Wi-Fi issues. And stuff like that, or just things I want done with the Wi-Fi. I'm the venting vizier. I'm pretty chill, try to stay relaxed, and I'm easy to talk to. I'm a very good listener, or I try to be, a lot of the time. Um, and I like to listen. And I think that my family picked up on that, and when they got issues or they just like they need someone to vent to, they come to me. Um, and I didn't put it in here, but me and my brother are both like the IT specialists of the family. So it's kind of a shared role. I guess I should have put that in here, but kind of falls under some of them, right? Um, my brother is the designated driver. Um, I'm not really a big fan of driving, even though I still do it. But he is always driving me, my mother, my grandmother, sometimes my dad, other people. He's just always driving them around. So that's kind of like he does that a lot. He takes, he just takes us places we need to go sometimes, whether it's because we just want someone to come with us or maybe my car isn't working and I need them to take me somewhere. He's always the one that we call on to do that. He's kind of the driver of the family, which also kind of plays in this next one. He's the food fetcher and the food fashioner. He's a good cook. Needless to say about that. But he also is just always going out getting us not only ingredients but just fetching like fast food or just meals for us to eat. We always call on him to do that. Um, something that like he's been doing for a very long time. Um, he's also the music mixologist. He's the one, as long as I can remember as well. He's been the one putting the tunes on in the car. He's always like keeping up to date with like all the good music, and he's just always putting on the good mixtapes. We got my father's roles. He's the cash collector. He's the breadwinner. He's the punishment practicer. My mother would always be like, wait till your father gets home. And he's always one enacting the punishments. We don't get punished anymore, obviously. I'm a little too old for that. But, when we were younger, he was the one that dished out the punishments. He's also the movie manager. Um, he's always one picking out the movies. He's always one picking out TV shows we watch. And yeah, and he's a cinemaphile. He keeps up to date on that stuff. So he always picks out the good stuff. That's his role. Um, my mother's roles, she's a micromanager. She's always micromanaging when we're doing stuff. Not necessarily a bad thing. It has a negative connotation when you hear micromanage, but she definitely she has a place for everything, and that's where she wants to go. Um, Big pharma. She is the one that always has like the medicines for when we're sick. She's always got the medicines on the hookup, right? And she's also the experience enthusiast. She's done everything. She's had tons of different jobs. She's worked kind of everything. It feels like she's just really done everything. Has a lot of good experience. How all this has changed in from like beginning of my life to like now. My mother and father are no longer together, so my father's kind of out of the picture. And but otherwise everything else is has stayed really true. My dad's still the movie manager though. We have our traditions, which starts at the dinner table. We watch movies every night, which goes back in the movie manager thing. My dad was always in charge of that. We don't necessarily anymore. Um, I got my Thanksgiving tablecloth is a big part of our thing. We have this tablecloth, and we made like when we were young, we made like handprint turkeys on it, And every Thanksgiving we have guests over, usually not from the family. And after the dinner, we sign our names on it and date it. And so it's been a tradition. It's also an artifact, you know. Going to the movie theater is a big one. Not really a tradition of itself, but the on the like surrounding that there is some culture there. We always go out to dinner after a movie, and it's always the same place. It's Buffalo Wild Wings. We never change that up. And me specifically, I always get the same thing. uh so it's always the garlic parmesan wings. I sometimes get excommunicated from the dinner table. Another tradition, I spice my meals up. I'm mixing hot sauces a lot of time, lots of hot sauce. It'll burn people's eyes, and it just be doing that. So we just got, some of that going on. We got my shared history and future origins here. Um, I messed this slide up now that I think about it, but it still will work. It's just I have a picture of one of our ancestors here, and I put that at the end. Um, we are Czech and Jewish. That is our origin. Our last name is Cizik, which is Czech. Not really too much that we have, and that goes into this next point here. Not really too much that we have going into Czech and Jewish like traditions or anything. We don't really like follow any of that. Both my parents were born in America, and their parents before them, and I believe the parents before them, my great grandparents were also born here in America. So I don't think we have too many like things that we still practice as far as like our heritage. Maybe that should change, but we also have no real connection to the extended family. And one of the things that I would pass on is like an importance of heritage is passing on the family name. That's a big one to me. The Cizik name, kind of just keep it going. Otherwise, don't really have too much other than that. I'm trying to keep this short. I keep going over. My last one was 20 minutes. So as far as that's concerned, I've not really too much else that I put on the importance of heritage. But this project's got me thinking maybe I should. And then this is our fun fact. My family, we were related to Captain John Smith. I am. So that's very cool. He was an American settler, an early American settler, and he established Jamestown. He founded it. Very cool stuff. We did a DNA test on that. Then we got our surface and deep culture here, which was the next slide that you wanted, or excuse me, the next point that was asked of us. We asked to choose some surface culture and some like below the iceberg culture things. So surface culture is clothing. When we were younger and just always we have dressed how we wanted all the time. There's the importance of clothing in our family, whether it's gift giving or just like, picking out clothing. We always just like pick out, each other, or just pick out for ourselves clothing that like just kind of like we always get compliments on it, right? Not necessarily like because it looks good, but we got stuff, for instance, like my Bongo Cat t-shirt here, right? Like this is also has to do with one of the video games I play, just kind of like customized apparel like that, so we get a lot of compliments on that. All food is a big one. My mother's gluten-free. She's a master chef. She makes up gluten-free things that you just wouldn't believe. And I put hot sauce in everything, as stated before. As for the deep culture, and to go back on the food thing, for the gluten-free master chef thing, like it's just it's part of our culture to find recipes that make the food not taste gluten-free. So we're always like looking for new recipes and stuff. Some of the deep culture is animals. Cats are big in our life. Excuse me. Go back. Cats are huge in our life. We've had cats as long as I can remember. Our first set of cats died. We immediately went out, got a new set of cats. Like they're just part of the family. Absolutely love them, tone of voice. We've always been free to kind of voice our frustrations, and just communicate freely. That's a big part of our family. A lot of people aren't really allowed to talk to their parents that way. Not that we ever disrespected them, but we were able to kind of just be more free, and we are definitely, we have a lot of respect for each other because of it. We know what each other is thinking, and we know we're just very close. Also facial expressions, whether it's greetings in the morning or just as a language, we do a lot of facial expressions to each other. Like we'll greet each other and go like, like just different, like different facial expressions, and some of them even have meanings. Won't go too deep into that, In the mornings, we're always giving each other a facial expression, and greetings is another one. Those are the two big ones that we give the facial expressions for. I really hope this didn't go too long. I really tried to keep it within the 5 and 7. I've done this a few times and it keeps going long. If this one's within 10 minutes, I apologize. But I might just send the 10 minutes in. So thank you for thanks for watching. And you have a good one.